Hey guys, today it's my 8th day of walking and today I'm walking from Vigo to Redondela. Day 8 of my Camino was a shorter walk, just 17.6 kilometers to Redondela. Since it wasn't as long as my previous days, I took my time and started a bit later, almost 10 a.m. Along the way, I passed by rows of orange trees with fruit, some of which had already fallen. Since I had a late start, I wanted to have an early lunch and hoped to get a stamp for my pilgrim passport. Unfortunately, no restaurants were open yet along the way, so I stopped at a cafeteria instead. I passed by this and was curious about it, so I went in to take a look. The cafeteria earlier didn't have a stamp and I don't know why, but I really wanted to get one. So when I passed by a bar, I stopped again, this time for a Coke. To my surprise, they gave me a free tortilla de patatas and a slice of bread. Later, when I asked my friend about it, he said that was pretty common in Spain. As I kept walking, the sky was a bit gloomy and for the first time on my Camino, I experienced rain. At first, it was light, so I just put on my raincoat and carried on. When it started raining heavily, I stopped recording. I decided to take shelter when I passed by a waiting shed. Since it was a short walk that day, I didn't mind stopping for a bit. Once the rain calmed down, I set off again. The path led me uphill, and wow, the view was incredible. I don't know why some people in Camino Facebook groups try to avoid Vigo. This was one of the best views. I could see the city, the bay, and the bridge. Definitely one of my favorites on this journey. While taking a break, I met a couple who looked like Filipino. We started chatting and it turned out they were indeed Filipino but had been living in Canada for a long time and were now Canadian citizens. They were in their mid-60s but looked much younger. It was inspiring to see how active they still were. From that point on, we walked together all the way to Redondela. When we reached the center of Redondela, I had to say goodbye to them since I still had another 2 kilometers to walk to my accommodation. All the albergues along the Senda Litoral route were fully booked since I had only tried to reserve a few days earlier. The place I found was along the central route of the Camino Portugués. The host was really nice and welcomed me with lemon water when I arrived. I had booked a private room with a shared bathroom for 50 euros through booking.com. I'll leave the link to the accommodation in the video description.
Us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more.
Since I was in Redondela, I messaged my friend who's from Vigo but lives nearby. He picked me up and showed me around before we had dinner together. Our first stop was Salinas de Ulló in Vilaboa, a former salt flat from the 17th century. The area is crossed by a stone wall and still has remains of an old salt mill.
No limit to what we can do.
From what I have read, this is what was once the Granja de las Salinas, the main residence of the administrators of the salt works, who also ran a livestock farm.
Us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Oh, you and I, we got it. Oh, we don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
This house served as dwelling for the farm's landlords.
You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times.
Next, we visited Sobrera da Paneda, and according to the sign, this tree is around 500 to 600 years old. This place has beautiful views, though it was a shame the sky was cloudy. This video doesn't really do it justice. It looks so much better in real life. My friend said it would have been even nicer if we could have seen the sunset. Lastly, we took a walk around the center of Redondela before having dinner. These are my passport stamps for the day. And that wraps up day 8 of my Camino. Despite the rain, it was a beautiful and memorable walk, and meeting fellow Filipinos along the way made it even more special. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe for more Camino and travel content, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you in the next one. Buen Camino!